the Sergeant at Arms and the mace. Allow me to hand you over for this live broadcast. Enjoy your viewing and good
afternoon. Na tuombe. Ewe Mwenyezi Mungu, tukusihi tutazame kwa neema nyingi na baraka sisi watumishi wako ambao umeridhika kutuita kwa nyadhifa za uongozi katika jamhuri hii yetu. Tukuomba utuajalie tuyatende na kufikia mambo yote atakayofikishwa mbele yetu kwa njia ya haki na uaminifu, ili kustawisha amani, ufanisi na heri ya nchi yetu na wale ambao haja zao umezikabidhi mikononi mwetu. Amen. Clerk, do I have quorum? Very well. Order, honorable senators. Senator Gloria Roba. And Senator Beth Siango. Take your seats so that we start with this afternoon's business. Clerk, you may proceed to call the first order for the afternoon, please.
Order number 1, communication from the chair. Order number 2, papers. Order number 3, notices of motion. Order number 4, hearing and determination on the proposed removal from office by impeachment of Honorable Kawira Mwangaza, the Governor of Meru County.
Now, honorable senators and the parties to these impeachment proceedings, we are first going to hear the case of the County Assembly. Now, counsel for the County Assembly, you have exactly 4 hours to present your case. And these 4 hours include the evidence in chief, cross-examination, and re-examination. Now, this is how we're going to conduct this investigation. You'll call a witness, they'll be sworn in, you lead them in evidence in chief. Thereafter, they will be cross-examined by the team from the governor. You will proceed to re-examine the witness, and thereafter the senators will be allowed to seek any clarifications or ask questions to that witness. The time taken by the senators to seek clarification from that witness, the time taken by the senators to ask questions to that witness shall not be put as part of the 4 hours that has been given to you. And therefore, when the witness is responding to queries or questions from the honorable senators, time will be frozen so that you have your maximum 4 hours to put across your case. I hope that clarity helps. Therefore, counsel for the County Assembly, the floor is yours. You may now proceed to call your first witness.
Thank you very kindly, Honorable Speaker, the members of the Assembly. With your kind permission, allow me to call to the stand our first witness, Zipporah Kenya. Would you kindly introduce yourself to the House?
Thank you very much, honorable members.
Sorry, you'll have to take oath. Sorry.
Yes. Christian, I'm a Christian.
An oath or affirm with the oath you have to live the Bible.
Yes.
Okay. Then you hold the Bible on your right hand, and you will put your hand on the Constitution. So, would you want it in Kiswahili or in
English?
English?
Yes.
So you'll insert your name, you say yeah, I, then your name, then you read the full text.
Thank you. I, Honorable Zipporah Kenya, do solemnly swear that the evidence that I shall give before the Senate in respect of the matters before the Senate shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
Thank you. Would you then go ahead to introduce yourself to the Senate?
Thank you very much. Honorable members, I am Zipporah Kinya, a member of the County Assembly of Meru, especially elected by the UDA party. Sorry for that. Specially elected by UDA party. I am the deputy leader of the majority party, and I also represent the 817 women and girls of Meru County in the assembly. Thank you.
In respect to this motion, what was your role?
Honorable members, my role in this motion is that I am the mover. I moved this motion in the County Assembly of Meru. I drafted this motion, honorable members, and I felt that there was need to remove the governor of Meru County, Honorable Kawira Mwangaza, from office through impeachment.
In the processes and in your decision to move this motion, were you actuated by malice, ill will, vendetta, or any other motivation as against the governor?
Honorable members, in an attempt to move this motion, I have championed for good governance in Meru County since I joined the County Assembly. I have championed for accountability in Meru County since I joined the County Assembly, and also respect for rule of law. I was guided, honorable members, by the need for the people of Meru to get services and to get the right services, and that's the reason why I moved this motion in the County Assembly of Meru.
That statement you've just made before the House, is it the general perception and view of the entire House, or that is a view of Zipporah Kinya?
Once I introduced this motion to the members of the County Assembly, honorable members, my motion was supported by 49 members of the County Assembly out of the 69 members as per the law. And I believe the members agreed with me that there is need to move this motion in the County Assembly of Meru, honorable members.
Was there any type of inducement from any other quarters that perhaps may have triggered you to move this motion?
Absolutely none.
Just before we broke for lunch, there was a video that was played before the Senate. We asked that the same be played so we can comment on it. But before the video was played, was there public participation that was carried out?
Yes, honorable members, after I read a notice of motion on that 1st of July, last month, honorable members, there was a public participation that was done on 5th of August in the 45 wards of Meru County. And the public participation was very successful, honorable members, and it was both qualitative and quantitative.
When you speak about qualitative and quantitative, what do you mean?
The public participation, the public participation was successful, and it was qualitative because the residents of Meru County were given an opportunity to give their views both through written memorandums. They gave their views through attending the public participation in the gazetted venues, honorable members. And again, they were also given an opportunity even to send their views through electronic media, honorable members.
In the analysis of the public participation, in terms of percentage, how many were in support of the impeachment and how many were...
Sorry, Council for the County Assembly. Honorable members, kindly be seated and be silent. The County Assembly is presenting its case. let's hear the witness in total silence. Proceed, Counsel.
I put a question to you, whether you did an analysis of how many members of the public were in support of the impeachment and how many were against the same.
Thank you. Honorable Speaker and honorable members, about 85% of the public participants presented oral and written memorandums in support of the motion to impeach the governor. That means 15% of the participants are the ones who opposed the motion to impeach the governor of Meru.
Is that evidence before the Senate? And if yes, kindly let us the same.
The evidence is here before the Senate, and it is in our documents, volume 5, public participation documents, volume 5.
That's the big volume, yes?
Yes.
Kindly point out the page.
Page 14.
Page 14. And perhaps before we play the video, when was the motion moved?
Honorable Speaker and honorable members, the motion was moved on 8th of August 2024.
Were there events that occurred that preceded the debating of the motion? And if yes, would you kindly indicate them?
Honorable Speaker and honorable members, before the motion was moved on 8th of August 2024, there were preceding events that preceded the debate of the motion. One of them, notably, the attempted arranging of the county assembly while the members were inside, honorable Speaker and honorable members.
When you speak about attempts to lynch, what exactly happened? The senators were not present. They might want to understand the situation.
Honorable Speaker and honorable members, there was an attempt to reach all in to ban the county assembly of Meru at around 3 a.m. while the members were inside the county assembly, honorable members.
How was that situation arrested and who arrested it?
Honorable Speaker and honorable members, that situation was arrested by mainly our sergeants, and also because there was a lot of security personnel that was deployed during the night and even the previous night around the assembly. The security personnel also assisted much in putting out the fire.
Say that then the fire was lit? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, the fire was lit. Actually, it was a petrol bomb. It was a petrol bomb that was thrown on the roof of the county assembly from the Meru Rock Courts. It was the Meru Rock Courts borders the county assembly, and somebody climbing through the roof of the Meru Rock Courts threw a petrol bomb on the assembly. And actually, honorable Speaker and honorable members, I was inside. I was unable even to wear my shoes to run out. I ran out barefoot. Wow. That night because the roof started burning and we couldn't see the fire. We couldn't see the fire from inside.
Okay, that's okay. What were you doing at the county assembly at 3 a.m.?
Honorable Speaker and members, we were in the county assembly because of security reasons. We were in the county assembly at that time because of security reasons. There were so many threats. There were so many threats on our lives, Honorable Speaker. And I would want even to report to this house that even my house, my own home was attempted there was some fire that was thrown in my own house. So we were in very serious fear that we would not get to the assembly. And even there are some people who are threatened that they will break all the roads such that we don't get to the assembly.
Thank you. So do you have evidence of such kind of threats before this assembly? And if yes, would you wish us to play it?
The threats were given by some members of the public, and I believe we have some videos. We have some videos that can show that, including a video of attempted arsonists in my home.
So we play video 9, and as we prepare to play video 9 in the assembly bundles, whom do you attribute, or why were those threats? Where were they coming from? In summary,
In summary, the threats were coming from the supporters of the governor of Meru County.
Let's play video 9. Yes, you can play it. So you can explain to
Thank you.
Wait.
Okay.
As we watch, you can be explaining what is happening to save on time. Briefly.
What is happening there is somebody has just come and poured some petrol across the fence from the neighbor, and then the person drew fire through the neighbor, and then the watchman who was awake realizes that there is some fire. He tells me if he had something was thrown there, and then he had some noise. He goes to check, and that is when he finds fire. And it is the watchman now who has gone to call the other workers, and they are coming to put off the fire.
Where was that fire, briefly?
It was. It is just next to the cow shed.
Whose cow shed?
My cow shed.
Is that then your compound?
It is my compound.
Was that done during the subsistence of the motion or before the motion?
On the eve.
On the eve of the motion?
Yes.
That's why, therefore, you're saying that you feared for your lives?
I would want to clarify to this Senate, Honorable Speaker, I would want to clarify to this Senate that I untabled another motion before this one, and a motion that was stopped by the court. And the night that I was to move the motion is when that fire was that attempt was made. So in the next motion that I tabled, sorry, Honorable Chair. So during the next motion is when we decided now to sleep in the county assembly because our security was not guaranteed.
Thank you. Were there members of public who publicly exhibited conduct of posing the county assembly to threats?
Yes.
Do you have evidence before this assembly?
Yes.
Would you want us to play video number 7 of a transcribed public participation video?
Yes.
Please have it played. Video 7 of the County Assembly transcribed public participation. No, not that one. The folder called Evidence of Public Participation. Yes, that one.
Wewe timao ile ndikirio kwete. Ya motomere babu ya bana niki yani neke kuru. Watoto to kuga narua. Narua ni kuchoma. Ore sie bende keretie. Hivi kuendelea na maoni dai. Wote maoni to kwenda kwa kuru. Kabisa. Hakuna maoni tunataka huku. Na hivi
Would you explain? Sorry. Would you explain to the Senate who that is and what was happening and when it was happening?
That is an employee of the county government of Meru, working in the office of the governor, and he is threatening the members of the public not to participate in the public participation, and he is saying the whole of Boris sub-county, there will be no public participation because they don't want any public participation carried out by the County Assembly of Meru. And he is threatening that they are going to kuchoma. Kuchoma in Kiswahili, I believe everybody, Honorable Speaker and every honorable members understand. He is saying tutachoma na tutachoma.
Do you know his name?
He is Martin. He's called Gachege. I really don't know his official names, but his name is Gachege.
Were those threats actualized?
Those threats actually were actualized by trying to kuchoma the county assembly.
Thank you. Were there people who were arrested, and if yes, were they charged?
Yes. About 16 young men were arrested and charged in the Meru Law Courts for the acts.
Do you have the evidence of their being charged or a video?
Yes, I have a video.
Would you wish us to play it?
Yes.
Would you kindly play video number 10 under the folder? In support of the impeachment motion. And as we await the video, do you have any charge sheet before this assembly?
Yes.
Would you lead us to where the evidence is found?
The evidence on the charge sheet is found in the County Assembly documents, Volume 4.
Volume 4.
Page 571.
Page 571.
Yes.
Briefly, would you read out the particulars? And if, as you do so, what is that video about? You speak to the video and speak to the charge.
The video is about the young men who are arraigned in Meru courts for the attempted arson on the night of the motion on the County Assembly of Meru.
Thank you. Would you kindly then read out the particulars of the charge?
The particulars of the charge is the preparation, the charge itself is preparation to commit a felony contrary to section 308 of the Penal Code. On the 8th day of August 2024, at Meru County Assembly area in Impeachment North Sub-County, within Meru County, jointly and with your articles for use in the course of connection of burning the premises of the County Assembly, 3 bottles of petrol, 4 motor vehicle tires, and 5 stones found in a motor vehicle make Sienta registration number KDB 704A light blue in color. And the date of arrest is 8/8/2024, and the suspects were in custody by the time of the preparation of this charge sheet on 8th of August 2024.
Witness, you recall before we broke for break, there was a video that was played by the governor? Yes?
Yes, yes.
And the video, I want you to speak to the said video number 18, VKM 18. Can be played. And as I await the playing of the same, do you associate yourself, you and all the persons you represent this afternoon, with the content and the sentiments and the views of that person who spoke? The one that was played just before we broke.
Of shame, that ounce of greed called the Senate.
Who is that speaking?
Thank you, Honorable Speaker and Honorable Members. That is a political activist from Meru County.
Is he a member of the County Assembly of Meru?
He is not a member of the County Assembly of Meru.
Is he an employee of the County Assembly of Meru?
He is not.
Evidence was laid that he's Secretary General of the Bas Party, yes?
He is not the Secretary General of the Bas Party.
Who is the Secretary General?
The Secretary General of the Bas Party is Milton Mugambi Manyara.
Milton Mugambi Imanyara.
Yes.
Where do you get that evidence from?
I get the evidence from a Gazette notice. A Gazette notice dated 9th May 2024, Gazette notice number 5805 by the Political Parties Act.
Yes?
Yes.
And it was alleged that the association between that video is that there are 20 members of the County Assembly from the said political party who are supporting the motion, yes? You recall?
Yes.
What is your testimony in that respect? Are all the members of Bas Party supporting the motion?
No.
Yes? Proceed.
Only 3 of them did not support the motion. Actually, they voted against the motion.
Were they removed from the committees?
No.
And what is the association of Mr. Mugambi, the Secretary General of the Bas Party, with the governor, the current association?
The current Secretary General of the Bas Party has been nominated for appointment as the new legal advisor of the governor Meru County, and his recruitment is in the process.
What did you say that he is currently?
He has been nominated as the current legal advisor of the governor, and his recruitment is in process in the County Public Service Board.
So the governor has a closer association with the said party, correct?
Yes.
And you, before the proceeding of this motion, did you get any letter from any political party trying to advise you on how to proceed?
No.
Did you recall receiving the letter from the UDA political party?
I did not receive any letter from the UDA political party. I just saw it on social media.
Yes, but to whom was it addressed and what was the content of the letter?
It was addressed to High, and it was instructing me to withdraw this motion from the County Assembly, but I never received any.
From whom did, or who was the author of the letter?
The UDA Secretary General, Cleophas Marara.
So with all those, what motivated you then to bring this motion?
I got motivated to bring this motion because when I started, I said, it is in pursuit of good governance, it is in pursuit of accountability, it is in pursuit of the people of Meru getting services and getting quality services from the county government of Meru.
In the opening remarks by my senior land counsel, Mr. Ongoya, it was alleged that you had promised in advance to bring a motion of this nature, yes?
I had not promised to bring a motion of this nature.
Yes.
I did not promise anyone that I would bring a motion of this nature.
So, do you have any evidence that perhaps may be beneficial to the Senate, where perhaps you might have made public remarks in respect to the question of accountability of the governor?
Honorable Speaker and honorable members, there is a video that has been circulated since I moved this motion in the County Assembly. It has been circulated in Baita TV several times, and I am very sure that that video is an abstract of what I said. I have a full video of what I talked about during that media interview.
Do you wish us to have the same played?
Yes, I would wish that the video I would wish the extract is played. Then my video is played to ascertain that the extract was meant to mislead the people of Meru, mislead the people of Kenya, and also to mislead this house.
Thank you. Would you kindly then have video number 1, VKM 1, in the governor's folder played?
Ndenda kuromba seneti yetu e Kenya bakeyo tucokeria Kawira Mwangaza bamenye Kawira twina maita yangi ya tatatu ja umwinga tukamwinga bachokia tukenga mwanga maita ya ronda ya tatatu jathire kenda tuja kwira Meru we did our best itwagereria.
Honorable Senators, I'm sure the majority of you may not understand that language, and I can see the translation is running quite fast. Do I then make an application that will be provided with an interpreter, Honorable Speaker? All the transcripts are clear.
Well, unless honorable senators are doubting the English translation.
I am well guided, Your Lord. I'm well guided. Then,
if they have any difficulties, they will certainly
I'm well
make
guided.
their position known.
I am well guided. Then let's proceed.
Ndenda kuromba seneti yetu e Kenya bakeyo tucokeria Kawira Mwangaza bamenye Kawira twina maita yangi ya tatatu ja umwinga tukamwinga bachokia tukenga mwanga maita ya ronda ya tatatu jathire kenda tuja kwira Meru we did our best itwagereria kwinga seneti igicokaia.
Let's play video 2 in our bundle of videos. But as we play, what was the context of that video?
Thank you, Honorable Speaker and Honorable Senators. That video is just a small extract of the media interview that I done that day. And fortunately or unfortunately, I done that media interview when another impeachment was being considered in this House. And it happened that, Honorable Speaker and Honorable Members, that in a range where I lastly taught as a teacher, there was a problem. Some 20 cows and I don't know whether it is dying. The village and lost around 20 cows, and they were feeling that they needed services, that is vaccination services from the county government of Meru. And those are the issues, Honorable Speaker and Honorable Senators, that made me to do that media interview, asking the county government of Meru to give the people of Meru services and quality services.
When was this?
That was around the time that the other impeachment was was in this House. There was an outbreak of a disease in that area.
Do you have the full text of that video?
Yes.
Would you wish to have it played?
I would wish to have it played.
In our bundle of video number 2, the county assembly.
Now, Council, before you play that video, we have one of our senators, Senator Crystal Asige, who is visually impaired, and she may not be able to see the English rendered translation. In this case, we may need a translator who will be able to translate and explain by word, so that the Honorable Senator can be comfortable with the translation. Can we have a translator coming in, please?
I am well guided. Then we can be proceeding perhaps with a bit of the evidence as we await the translator.
Sure, proceed.
Most obliged. Let's go now to the averments and your claims in the notice of motion. And we begin by looking at issue number 1, illegally revoking the appointment of CPA Virginia Kawira. Yes?
Yes.
That is one of the grounds that you want to move the Senate to impeach the governor on, correct?
Yes.
How was this illegal? Why should the governor be held accountable for this?
Thank you, Honorable Speaker and Honorable Senators. My first ground on gross violation of the Constitution and other laws, I have accused the governor of illegally revoking the appointment.
I beg your pardon. I think, Mr. Speaker, the translator has come. Perhaps then we can go and deal with the first issues that we can have.
Very well. You may proceed to play the video.
Video number 2 in our bundle of videos, the county assembly. That is a video in support of the impeachment motion. Not that one. Not that one. The folder appearing as videos in support of the impeachment motion.
Na approximately chikwete ngombe 20 na nyoku ngombe okwe ngombe kama 20 liters ngiri magana jeri lafuri milioni inya ire chanto boru kuchumbete kura
ni migambo ya mwenda mukindi ura ne mukaririgitu wandiri yoruko igoro rarachumirite gutariria sarira bokurukira tarimi bang'ombe sheria ntereu ni kwithira bamwe barimi ng'ombe ciao nokachigutotoro niontuchite mtinda wa murimo jwa ngozi na ndinarwe msi wa kuorotwa kirebunge ya Meru zipola kinyawijeke.
Yes, you can interpret. Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker and honorable members. My name is Muthenge Mpara from KBC, Mwago FM. We came here as translators, and I'm with Dan here, my friend.
ng'ombe ichikwete na approximately ichikwete ng'ombe 20 na nyoko ng'ombe okwe ng'ombe kama 20 liters ingiri magana jeri lafuri milioni inya ire chanto boru kuchumbete kura
ni migambo ya mwenda mukindi ura ne mukaririgitu wandiri yoruko igoro rarachumirite gutariria sarira bokurukira tarimi bang'ombe sheria ntereu ni kwithira bamwe barimi ng'ombe ciao nokachigutotoro niontuchite mtinda wa murimo jwa ngozi na ndinarwe msi wa kuorotwa kirebunge ya Meru zipola kinyawijeke ta ZDK na umirite kwarira kiuntu giki akionania akimeneria utungiria bwangabana Kawira Mwangaza bole akuga ne bodho kukere uritingugi
gavana riria agwikira budget ye kweja na ng'ombe akaeja mtu mwe ng'ombe mwe gi sub county agachoka akorirwa igutethia antu bara na ng'ombe igakua ng'ombe ikuite ng'ombe 20 na ntiraigwa ng'ombe kinyemwe ikitwe ndene yo area yo ruko ndenda kuuga thirikari ikietu mitukuga thirikari witigwa nombi na ikietu mitukwira wananchi ba Meru na antu ba Kenya in general Kawira Mwangaza na aremi ngugi no ntutumba kuikira budget ya kuraira mtu mwenyo ng'ombe ndene ya sub county kantura uchoka urekeria ng'ombe 20 cia barabara na cio batikwenda kuewa ikwa utikweja na services cia extension
nkorokize ndike inaugite kirirwa ngiruro ni mibwandithia gabana Mwangaza aditiria litinguge barabara kwa bisine aleta bangi babero barabate na kadhalika kulita ngugi
Kawira Mwangaza gutonyo bisine alitira director uria we ngugi ya kumenyera ngugi ugwitwa David Mugambi a PhD onda amurito ofisi neu amuikia kaguru Mugambi utengugi alita kaguru no tutengugire kaguru ajukia muthaka utiqualified na grapevine na oni kuga ikase ni omurega baichu amunenkera ngugi ya director livestock na veterinary services ngugi ire anene bakumba kurita ndene ofisi eu ikurita mbeca bakiuga bakuthithia mantu no tijo bathithitie
Moses Bayeno ura ne mukarigitwa.
The report continues to say that according to the mover of the motion, she is saying that Kawira Mwangaza has failed the community of Meru now that she is not providing the extension services to the community. That's why the cows are dying. She says even buying cows to the people around in the villages, it doesn't make sense because she cannot go ahead and vaccinate the ones that are dying. So it doesn't make any sense, according to her. Yeah.
It was an issue about the doctors.
Yeah.
And veterinaries and the PG.
She also answered that...
Yes, what is your issue, Senator Christo Lesige?
Thank you very much, Speaker. I would have hoped, Speaker, that because the Meru County Assembly have brought us here for a third time, they would know that there is a senator with a visual impairment here. And what, Speaker, I am witnessing happening is a paraphrasing of the video and not a direct translation. The video has gone on for almost 2 minutes, and the translator has paraphrased for about 15 or 20 seconds, which means that it's not a direct translation, but a paraphrasing. And that, to me, is unacceptable, Chair. Everyone else can see every single word, and I feel that the translator should do a better job. Otherwise, we can bring somebody else who can translate verbatim. Thank you, Speaker.
So, Counsel for the County Assembly. I thought as the video was running, the translator was taking notes. So that they can be able to translate verbatim. We are going to replay that video, one sentence at a time, so that it becomes a true rendition of what has been said in that vernacular. I don't know with the technology that is available, Secretariat, because I've seen the tendency, I've witnessed a tendency where you pause and it disappears altogether. Are we able to, after one sentence, be able to pause, take a translation, and then proceed that way? Or if we do pause, then the video disappears altogether like I've just witnessed?
Ngombe chikwete ngombe 20 anyoko ngombe okwe ngombe kama 20 liters ngirima kana jeri.
The translation for that, a cow producing 20 liters of milk costs 200,000 Kenya shillings. Which translates closely to 4 million that Meru farmers are losing.
Gambo ya mwenda mukindi urane mukariri wandiri yoruko.
Those ones are from chairman of Oruko Dairy, who has explained the laws that the dairy farmers have incurred, and also and the grievances.
Igorora chumirite gutariria sarira bokurukira tarimi bangombe sheria ntereu ni kwidra bamwe barimi ngo.
Those grievances are from the farmers, because many of the farmers there who are dairy farmers are going through a lot of loss. Their cows are losing lives every day. Because there is no vaccination for skin.
MC wa Koroto Kirebunge ya Meru Zipola Kinyawije Keneta ZDK na umirite kuarira kiuntu gike.
Now the nominated MCA ZK Kenywa has come out to talk about the issue.
Kiona ni akemene ilio tuongeria Bwangabana Kawira Mwangaza bole akuwa.
She has come out to discredit the governance of Meru Governor Faith Kawira Mwangaza. She has been saying it is banned for the service of Meru. When the governor is giving the services to the community, giving one person one cow,
sub-county, agachoka akorerwa igutethia antu bara baina ng'ombe.
When governor is giving one cow in every sub-county and she is forgetting the people.
Ng'ombe ikuite ng'ombe 20 na ntera igwa ng'ombe kinyemo ikitwe ndene area yoruko.
She has forgot the people who are losing their cows, and there is no a single cow that was taken to Oruko, the villages of Oruko.
Ndenda kuga dirikari ikietu mitokuga dirikari witegwa nombi.
That's why I'm here to say that that government cannot feed even a day.
Na ikietu mitokuira wananchi ba Meru na antu ba Kenya in general Kawira Mwangaza na Remingugi.
And that's why we are telling the people of Meru and the people of Kenya that Governor Kawira Mwangaza cannot work, cannot deliver.
Utiumba kuikira budget ya kuraira mtu mwenyo ng'ombe ndene ya sub county kantura uchoka urekeria ng'ombe.
You cannot be having a budget of buying one cow for one person and then
mirongo iri cia baraba inacio batikwenda kuewa ikwa utikweja na service extension.
And then you leave the 20 cows for the people who are not given the cows to die.
Gavana Mwangaza alitinguge barabara kwa bisine.
ZDK continues to say that in the was working there.
Keep playing the video.
Aleta bangi babero barabate na kadhalika kulita nguge.
Kawira Mwangaza gutonyo bisine alitira director uria we nguge ya kumenyera nguge.
She has that Governor Mwangaza, after making transfers, she brought in some other people who are not competent to that job.
David Mugambi,
that is
PhD holder.
That she transferred David Mugambi, who was a PhD holder.
Amurito ofisi neu, amuikia Kaguru, Mugambi utengu yarita Kaguru no tutengu giri Kaguru.
The personnel was transferred from that ministry and taken to Kaguru. Mugambi doesn't work anymore. She allows that the governor took someone, a young man who was not competent. Their story is talking about saying that that person who was brought in is related to Murega Baichu. And then this person was given the work of livestock and veterinary services. The main job they are doing in that office is giving a lot of money, saying that they are working and there is nothing they are doing.
I think
we can stop at that. And thank you. So, would you then put context to that video?
Thank you, Honorable Speaker and Honorable members. I have said it was a call. It was a call from the farmers, and those farmers having been having worked with them as a teacher. I worked as a teacher in that village. They expressed their frustrations to me, and actually that is what I was addressing. And Honorable Speaker and Honorable members, I have mentioned an issue of cows that succumbed to an outbreak of a disease. And when the farmers sought help from the offices, they were not getting any help. And personally, I took an initiative as a person who was very close to those people. I took an initiative. I called the director of livestock and veterinary services, who was my former colleague at the county government. And when I called him, Honorable Speaker and Honorable members, and asked him why there's an outbreak that has not been attended to, he told me that he was just transferred from the office and taken to Kaguru. I would want this house to note that The director is the substantive director for livestock and development and veterinary services in Meru County, but he was displaced for no good reason. And then the cows are dying in Meru County. And that was my great concern, Honorable Chair. So in that video, at the end, Honorable Chair, that is where I am saying, because the government is not sensitive to the cry of the people of Meru, even if it means taking, taking the governor again and again for impeachment. We shall do it because we cannot let the people of Meru suffer, because the constitution is very clear that it doesn't matter how many times, somebody violates the constitution, the remedies should be sought.
Thank you, thank you. So that's one of the evidence of the breakdown of delivery of services in Meru County, yes?
Yes.
Let's go to ground number 1, and Honorable Senators, I'll be referring largely to volume 2 of the bundle of documents when delivering this ground. Exhibits in support of the impeachment. It's a volume that appears in this color. And kindly, Honorable Senators, turn with me to page 1 of the said bundle. You have alleged and you want the governor to be removed from office for illegally revoking the appointment of Virginia Kawira, yes?
Yes.
Who was Virginia Kawira?
Virginia Kawira is the current CEO of the Public Service Board, Meru County.
Why are you saying that there was an illegal revocation?
The governor of Meru, through a letter dated 8th March 2024.
Honorable Senators, the letter appears at page 1 of that volume. Yes? Proceed.
The governor of Meru County, through a letter dated 8th March 2024, wrote to the Secretary Public Service Board revoking, the reference is revocation of your appointment as the Secretary / CEO, Meru County Public Service Board.
So, why are you calling it illegal revocation? Was the right procedure followed in the revocation of the appointment?
I'm calling it an illegal revocation because the appointment of the CEO of the Public Service Board can only be revoked or can only be revoked with a vote of not less than 75% of all the members of the County Assembly of Meru.
Was this process subjected to the County Assembly?
No.
Honorable Senators, kindly again refer with me to volume 3. It's a green bundle that appears like this. And you turn with me to page 51. It's a bundle that contains the laws applicable. In this case, honorable members will be relying on section 58, subsection 5. That is page 51 of this bundle, volume 3. Yes, what does that provision say?
Provision number 5 for the County Government of the County Government Act says the members of the board may be removed from office A on grounds set out for the removal of members of a constitutional commission under the Article 251(1) of the Constitution, and B, by a vote of not less than 75% of all the members of the County Assembly.
Is that therefore the violation that the County Assembly is aggrieved of?
Yes.
Was the Constitution under Article 51 followed in our removal?
No.
251, Honorable Senators, it's at page 28 of the same bundle. Did Governor Kawira follow the provisions of Article 251 of the Constitution?
No.
Does that therefore amount to a violation of the Constitution and any other written law?
Yes.
Were the grounds under Article 51 met?
No, they were not met.
You have seen the governor's evidence and response indicating that she revoked her pursuant to an advisory by her legal advisor, yes?
Yes.
Does an advisory by a legal advisor supersede the provisions of the law?
No.
You have made an application before this Senate this morning to summon the said legal advisor, yes?
Yes.
Is it your testimony that the documents that we raised in the morning amounts to a forgery?
Yes.
Have you called a witness to testify to that effect through the summoning by the Senate?
Yes.
Did the County Assembly take any action in that respect?
The County Assembly has taken the action of changing the governor or putting the governor to task because of this illegal revocation. And I remember we came here again with the same issues.
What were the reasons contained in the said letter? What were the reasons for her revocation?
The reasons for the revocation are that the secretary or the CEO did not seek the leave of absence through the right process. And again, the reasons
Yes, you're referring to page 1 of the said volume?
On page 1, sorry, Honorable Chair and Honorable Members, I'm sorry for that mishap, but I am noting that the reason for the governor revoking this appointment is found on page 1 of volume 2.
In summary, please.
In summary, it is said that the officer did not, I can read, let me read, Honorable Speaker and Honorable Senators, for...
Please do.
Let me read
Briefly, just
the letter,
page.
the second paragraph, page 1 of volume 2. It has now been brought to my attention that apparently you did not relinquish your position in the county public service before assuming this role in your appointments. The County Government Act expressly disqualifies state officers and public officers from the positions created under Section 58(1) of the Act. Being a public officer, you are thus disqualified from the position of the Secretary to the Board.
Were there other subsequent advisories from any other constitutional organ in that respect?
Yes.
Do you have that evidence before the Senate? And if yes, lead us to the page.
Page 2 of volume 2, page 2 of the same volume 2.
Would you kindly identify that letter?
The advisory on revocation of the appointment for Ms. Virginia Kawira Mwangaza.
From whom is it?
It is from the chairman of the Meru County Public Service Board.
Who is the recipient or the addressee of that letter?
Our Excellency Honorable Bishop Kawira Mwangaza, the Governor, Meru County.
When is it dated?
It is dated 12 March 2024.
What is the advisory in conclusion?
In conclusion, it's on page 3 of volume 2, the last paragraph. In conclusion, it is the board's considered opinion that your letter dated 8 March 2024 to Ms. Virginia Kawira Mwangaza revoking her appointment as the Secretary/CEO of the Meru County Public Service Board is not legally binding, as the officer is duly appointed as per the existing laws.
Thank you. Did the governor respond to that letter?
Yes.
Do you have evidence before the Senate? And if yes, kindly read us to the same.
Page 4
Yes.
of the same document, that is volume 2.
Yes.
Page 4, the governor writes back.
Yes.
Writes back.
Who
to
is
the,
writing back?
The governor.
Yes.
The governor writes back.
When is the date of the letter?
12 March 2024.
And who is Julius Kianga Mitu?
Julius Kainga is the chairman, Meru County Public Service Board.
Is he the recipient of that letter?
Yes.
Who is the author of the letter?
The author of the letter on page 6 of the same bundle, that is volume 2, is Our Excellency Bishop Kawira Mwangaza, Governor Meru County.
Would you kindly read the conclusion?
On page 5 of the same volume, the last paragraph, in conclusion, Ms. Virginia Kawira Mereti failed to resign as a public officer before taking the position of the Secretary of the County Public Service Board, despite promising to appointment amounts to an irregularity and as such, I have revoked the same to cure and correct this irregularity.
Between the governor and the county assembly, who was supposed to make a finding of whether the process was illegal or not?
The county assembly.
Thank you. Do you have any other advisory in that respect? And if yes, kindly lead us to the page that contains the same.
Yes, there was another advisory on the same.
From whom?
From the Public Service Commission.
When is it dated?
16th February 2023.
Who is addressed on that letter?
The letter is addressed to the then Acting Chief Officer, Public Service and Administration, Department of Legal Affairs, Public Service and Management, County Government of Meru.
What is the content of the letter?
Advisory on leave of absence for serving county public officers wishing to take contract as county chief officers.
What did the commission say in respect to leave of absence? Is a person who is on leave of absence deemed to be holding 2 jobs at the same time?
No.
Would you kindly read the conclusion to that letter?
The conclusion on page 8 of the same document, that is volume 2, reads, please note that care must be taken to ensure that leave of absence is only granted for employees that take up contractual positions that are not within the staff establishment of the county. Leave of absence may be therefore applicable to employees appointed to positions of the county secretary, members of county executive committee, chief officer, personal staff of the governor, and members of the county public service board and the county assembly service board or other contractual appointments in other bodies outside the county public service to which an officer cannot be seconded or transferred.
So is it your evidence, therefore, that the said Virginia had qualified for leave of absence?
Yes.
And what circumstances is she holding the current position? Is she permanent and pensionable, or she's on contractual basis?
Virginia Kawira is on a contract of 6 years as required by the law.
Have you lined up her as a witness before this assembly?
Yes.
And did the governor, you have evidence that the governor never heeded to that advice, yes?
Yes.
What did she do therein after?
The aggrieved person, that is Virginia Kawira Mireti, went to court.
Yes.
And she is in the office courtesy of a court order.
Do you have that evidence before the assembly? And if yes,
it is on page 9.
Is that a copy of the court order?
Yes.
And you have the court pleadings before the Senate to prove your case? Yes?
Yes.
And you wish to tender them as evidence before this assembly?
Yes.
In summary, in respect to that particular ground, was the revocation lawful?
It wasn't.
Did it violate the Constitution?
It violated the Constitution.
Did it violate Section 58, subsection 4 and 5 of, and Section 59A of the County Government Act?
Yes.
Did it violate Article 251 of the Constitution?
Yes.
Is that a ground under Article 181 and Section 33 of the removal of a governor?
Yes.
Thank you. Let's go to the next point. Failing to appoint the chairpersons of Meru County Revenue and Board and Meru Microfinance. But before we go to that, has this revocation appointed the revocation of CPA Virginia Kawira Mwangaza? Kawira affected service delivery in Meru County?
Yes.
In which way has it affected service delivery?
It has affected service delivery in Meru County because the county executive has really, in many times, usurped the powers of the Meru County Public Service Board, and because of that, then the Meru County Public Service is not running well.
Thank you. Does this conduct of the governor promote confidence in our office?
No.
Does it promote good governance?
No.
Is it a does she exhibit accountability to the people of Meru County?
No.
Does she respect the sovereignty of the people when she goes on and ignore the performance of the county assembly? Does she uphold the sovereignty of the people as enshrined in Article 1 of the Constitution?
No.
Does it violate the provisions of Article 73 of the Constitution under the Leadership and Integrity Act?
Yes.
Thank you. Let's proceed to issue number 2. You say that you must be removed from office, and you crave to this assembly to do so for having failed to appoint the chairpersons of the Meru County Revenue Board, Meru Microfinance Corporation, Meru Youth Service Board, and Meru County Investment and Development Corporations, as required by the law, thus failing to operationalize the said boards, and or illegally appointing the chairperson. Yes?
Yes.
Why do you want her to be removed from office on that basis? How has she failed to appoint the chairperson of Meru County Revenue Board?
The governor has failed to appoint the chairperson of the Meru County Revenue Board because after the expiry of the terms of office of these bonds have had no board chairman.
And I believe even the board members, because we have not seen any board member gazetted after the expiry of the other board members. So by not appointing the board members, who are actually the ones who are supposed to supervise and also ensure accountability in these bonds, this means that the bonds have continued, or the secretariats of these bonds have continued to expend public funds without authority. And this is an action that may be subject to abuse. And I believe...
Yes.
Yes.
Proceed.
And I believe when there's a bond and it's not constitutionally constituted, it amounts to abuse of office and a violation of the statutes that govern that institution.
Who was responsible of appointing these boards, the chairpersons of these boards?
The governor.
Is there any act of parliament or act of the county government of Meru indicating so or giving her the power to do so?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Would you kindly read us to that provision and sit before the assembly? Yes?
Just a moment.
And as you proceed to indicate to us, how has this affected the delivery and the performance of the county government of Meru?
I have said it has affected the development and performance of the county government of Meru because in the budget, these bonds are allocated a big amount of money, millions and millions of money, and this is public funds that should be spent prudently, and also the amounts of money should be spent with a lot of accountability and also supervision. And again, these bonds are the ones that approve expenditures for these bodies. The bond is the one that approves expenditures for the bonds. So it means without a bond, there's no approval of expenditures, and then there's no accountability.
Can the board secretariat undertake that function in the absence of the chairman?
The secretariat have no mandate. They have no mandate from the county laws and the county statutes to undertake any spending without the approval of the board.
Kindly lead the Senate to the law that says it's only the governor who can appoint the chairpersons.
The Meru County Revenue Act, Section 6, talks about the composition of the board, and Section 6(1)(a) talks about the board shall consist of an executive chairperson appointed by the governor with the approval of the county assembly.
Who are the other members?
The other members of the board are the chief officer for the time being responsible for finance, C, the chief executive officer who shall be an ex-officio member and the secretary to the board, and D, 2 professionals appointed by the executive member through a competitive process in consultation with the governor, and E, it says not more than 2/3 of the members shall be of the same gender.
So according to that provision of the act, it's only the chairman who is an outsider from the existing systems of the county government, yes?
No.
It's a member.
There are 2 others I've just read, 2 other members.
Is that meant to enhance accountability in the boards?
It is meant to enhance the accountability in the boards.
In the absentia, can the accountability be enhanced or upheld?
It cannot.
Can the secretariat expend monies allocated to the board in the absentia of the chairperson?
No.
Has these boards been expending money?
Yes.
Do you have evidence before the Senate?
Yes.
And yes. Kindly lead us to that provision where the evidence is found.
It's another volume. Yes.
Senators, kindly go with me to volume 2.
Volume.
At page 358. Sorry, 383, Honorable Senators. Volume 2, page 388. 383, I beg your pardon. 383, I beg your pardon. Kindly lead the senators to understand that piece of evidence, count by count. You can see where we have number 1, yes?
Yes, number 1
is Meru County Microfinance Corporation, correct?
Microfinance Corporation.
Next column speaks about approved budget allocated for the year 2023-2024, yes?
Yes.
How much was allocated?
The allocation was, the allocation for the financial year is 76,155,481.
And the next column speaks about exchequer issues, yes?
Yes.
What does, and how much is the
51,911,631.
Then the next column speaks about actual expenditure, correct?
Yes.
How much has been expended?
63,201,198.
The next column speaks about submission of financial statements as at 31st March 2024, yes?
Yes.
What is the status?
Yes.
What does that mean?
It means they were submitted.
Yes.
Yes.
So during the expenditure of during incurring of this expenditure, was the board fully constituted?
No.
How much was expended in the current status of the board?
The actual expenditure for the period in question is 63,201,198. In the absence of a legally constituted board.
What evidence do you have that at the time of the expenditures, the board had not been fully constituted? Honorable Senators, kindly go with me to page 51 of the same bundle.
52.
51.
51.
Would you kindly identify that document for the Honorable Senators to understand?
Yes. On page 51 of volume 2, we have a Kenya Gazette.
Yes. When is it dated?
Dated 14th June 2019.
What is the Kenya Gazette number?
The Kenya Gazette number is 5202.
Yes.
Yes, the minority leader. What is the issue? What's your intervention?
Can the council go slightly slow? Because we are trying to catch up with these volumes here as he keeps on leading the witness. So if you can go slow, we are slightly, we're also recording.
So, Council, if you refer to a page, allow the senators to get to that page.
I am well
before
guided.
you flip to another page. Otherwise, then you will lose them along the way.
I am humbly
Proceed.
guided, and I beg, I apologize for the same.
You have done slightly over 1 hour, so just be guided on the time.
Let's go to page 48 of the same bundle. Madam Witness, what is reflected in that particular page?
Page 48, we have another,
It's a gazettement, correct?
it's a Gazette notice.
Who is being gazetted?
We have a number of Gazette notices.
You can see the Gazette number 5200, correct?
5200.
Yes, let's deal with that first.
The Gazette notice on number 5200 is the Meru County Investment and Development Corporation Act.
Yes.
And the gazetted person, the chairperson is Felicity Biriri.
When is it dated?
It is dated 13th November 2017.
When was the period of the chairperson supposed to run?
It was supposed to run for a period of
Yes, from the act. When was it supposed to run?
It's not clear from this Gazette notice, Honorable.
When was their term of service supposed to expire?
3 years?
3 years.
Yes.
With renewable term, correct?
Yes.
So was the term of the persons appearing on that particular page ever renewed?
No.
Look at page 55. Or what happened to that chairperson?
This chairperson resigned on page 55. This chairperson resigned in 2022 to vie for the position of women rep.
Do you have evidence of the resignation?
Yes, on page 55.
Was the position ever filled?
No.
Pursuant to the resignation?
No.
What is the status of that chairmanship?
Still vacant.
Still vacant. And were they expending all these amounts while the position is vacant? The evidence that you give us at page 383?
Yes.
Is that... Let's go to the next gazettement. At page 49, you can see where we have the Gazette notice number 5202, yes?
Yes.
You can see that it relates to the Meru County Revenue Board, correct?
Yes.
You can read that the gazettement was done to run for a period of 3 years, correct?
Yes.
And that it was done, the appointment was done pursuant to section 4, subsection 1 of the Meru County Government Revenue Board, correct?
Yes.
Who was being gazetted?
The chairman, Meru County Revenue Board.
And he was gazetted on the 14th of December 2027, correct?
2017.
When was his term supposed to expire?
2017.
And upon the expiry, was it ever extended?
No.
Look at page 52. Are you with me at page 52?
Yes.
Have you seen another subsequent gazettement, number 38?
Yes.
Being gazetted by the governor then, Kiraito Murungi?
Yes.
Whose term is being extended?
For the chairperson?
The chairperson.
Yes.
When was it supposed to expire? From which date was it gazetted?
2020.
How long was it supposed to run again?
3 years.
When then was it supposed to expire?
2023.
2023.
Yes.
Which year? Which month?
November 2023.
Did that month fall due?
Yes.
Was there an appointment?
No.
Let's go back again to page 383, where we have that table. And kindly, let's go to paragraph 4, correct?
Yes.
Again, we repeat what we did. That is the Meru County Revenue Board, correct?
Yes.
And the allocation was that of 359,932, correct?
Yes.
The exchequer issue was that of 231,080 million, correct?
Yes.
The actual expenditure was 212 million. Yes?
Yes.
Kindly confirm whether or not that expenditure was done in the absence of the chair.
Yes.
Why is it important to have a chair of the board?
The chair of a board is the one who presides over all the board meetings, and it is the board that approves expenditures for these semi-autonomous government agencies of Meru County government.
So it's your testimony that therefore the expenditures were done without the approval of the board?
Yes.
Who was supposed to make sure that these boards were up and running?
The governor.
Did she undertake that role and responsibility?
No.
Is it your assessment that she therefore abdicated her duties?
Yes.
Does that inspire confidence in her office?
No.
Does it contribute to good governance?
No.
Does it contribute to upholding the rule of law under Article 10?
No.
Does it enhance accountability under Article 10 and the prudent use of public resources under Article 201 of the Constitution?
No.
Does it therefore breathe confidence under Article 73 of the Constitution that she knows how to manage the affairs of the county government of Meru?
No.
Is it a ground that meets the impeachment under Article 181 of the Constitution as read together with the Section 33 of the Constitution?
Yes.
Is it your prayer, therefore, that the Senate should uphold and consider this ground as fully substantiated?
Yes.
Let's go again to the laws that requires the governor to undertake this role. Honorable Senators, we are at page volume 3, I beg your pardon. But before we go to that, you have also alleged that people have been appointed to exercise those functions without undergoing the due process, correct?
Yes.
Is there any person of any of this board who has been appointed unlawfully And if yes, who has appointed that person?
There is one.
Yes? Do you have evidence before this assembly?
The chairperson, Meru County Revenue Board.
The chairperson, Meru County Revenue Board. Where is that evidence? Honorable Senators, again refer with me to volume 2 at page 43 of that bundle. Honorable Senators, volume 2, page 43.
Yes. Page 43 of volume 2.
What is that document about?
It is the responsibility of the bond to recruit on behalf of the bond. So on this page, we have a Meru County Revenue Board job advertisement, advertising for a vacancy for the position.
Again, who is the originator of that advertisement?
The originator of the advertisement on page 46.
No, I'm asking, who is the author of this document? Is it Meru County Revenue Board?
The Meru County Revenue Board.
Are they advertising for vacancies and positions of the chief executive officers?
Yes.
Are they therefore inviting the members of the public to participate in that process?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Who was to be the recipient of the application forms?
The chairman, Board of Directors, Meru County Revenue Board.
Do you wish to refer the honorable senators to page 46 of your evidence?
Yes.
What is contained at that page?
It is the instructions for those who will be the applicants.
Yes.
They are instructed that the suitable qualified candidates are invited to apply and can access the detailed job description from their website.
Yes.
Named there, and all applications and documents should be sent through email.
Yes.
Or by post or courier.
Yes.
And addressed and delivered to the chairman, Board of Directors, Meru County Revenue Board.
Which date are they supposed to have these applications reach the desk of the chairperson?
10th June 2024.
Is there a chairperson currently holding that position?
None.
But the letter addresses
or speaks that they must be forwarded to the chairperson, correct?
Yes.
Who appointed this chairperson?
The governor.
The governor.
Yes.
Did it follow the due process as prescribed by the law?
No.
Was the county assembly ever involved in that process of the appointment of this governor?
No.
Did you vet and or approve that particular chairperson?
No.
Then therefore does that amount to a violation?
Yes.
Let's, honorable senators, go to what the law says in terms of the appointment and look at volume 3 of the same document. Honorable senators, we look at page 59, which is the public appointment into bracket county assemblies approvals. Yes? Page 59, honorable senators. Page 59.
Volume 3.
Of volume 3. And honorable senators, if you're with me, kindly let us look at section 4 of the said provision. Kindly read it out, Madam Witness.
Volume
Section 4.
Section 4 on page 60 of the Public Appointments and County Assemblies Approval Act.
Yes.
Reads, exercise of powers of appointment. An appointment under the Constitution or any other law for which the approval of a county assembly is required shall not be made unless the appointment is approved by the relevant county assembly in accordance with this act.
Was there that approval?
None.
Is there an appointment?
Yes.
Is that a violation?
Yes.
have that met the provisions of Article 181 as read together with Section 33 of the County Government Act?
Yes.
Does that breathe again confidence in the manner in which the governor executes her functions?
No.
Does it call for accountability under Article 10 that the county organs will be held accountable for their actions?
Yes.
Does it breathe confidence in the rule of law?
It doesn't.
Is it prudent utilization of the public funds?
No.
Under Article 201 of the Constitution?
No.
Let's go together with now at ground number 3. You want the governor to be removed from office for refusing to implement the recommendations and or resolutions of the county assembly. Yes?
Yes.
That required the dismissal of Dr. Kiambi Aderu Lambura and Chief of Staff Harrison Gatobu Nsamba Mbili. Yes?
Yes.
And you're saying it's for gross violation of the Constitution, yes?
Yes.
Would you kindly lead the Assembly briefly to circumstances that pre-existed before these resolutions were met? Was there a public petition?
Yes, there was a public petition number 1.
Do you have that public petition before this Assembly?
Yes.
Where do we find it in your bundle of documents? Is it again on volume 3? Volume 2? Volume 2, Honorable Senators. Again, the same volume. Honorable Senators, we look at page 140 of the bundles. Sorry, I beg your pardon, we're looking for the petition, the public petition. Honorable Senators, we find it at page 206. 206 of the bundle. Madam Witness, kindly speak to the evidence relating to that page.
On page 206, there is a petition that was brought by members of the public to the County Assembly for consideration.
What were the issues that the County Assembly was supposed to
the issues that members of the public were raising emanated actually from the last impeachments, where the governor said it is not me. For everything, it is not me. And the members of the public now saying, if it is not you, then there is somebody else. And they petitioned the County Assembly through this petition on page 206 to investigate and take action against those that were them.
How many members?
Because it wasn't the governor.
How many members proposed that petition?
1,611 members of Meru County from all the 45 wards brought this petition to the County Assembly.
Did they append their signatures to that particular petition in some
Yes.
the same?
Yes.
Do we find that evidence from page 258?
Yes.
Did the County Assembly, sorry, you beg your pardon, Honorable Senators, it should be from page
214.
Volume 2, Honorable Senators. From page 214 to 258. Those are the signatures in support of that particular petition, correct?
Yes.
Did the County Assembly consider that petition? And if yes, what was the outcome?
Yes, a joint committee of the Committee on Labor and Justice was directed to consider this petition. And upon consideration, the joint committee made recommendations to the governor.
Did the county assembly generate a report?
Yes.
Emanating from that particular petition?
Yes.
Where is the report found in your bundle of documents?
Page 90 of volume 2.
Page 90 of volume 2.
Yes.
Honorable Senators, I hope you're there with me. Page 90 of volume 2. That is the report of the particular committee concerned, correct?
Yes.
Were there recommendations that ensued therefrom?
Yes.
Where do we find those recommendations?
There were...
Where do we find them? Do we find them at page 140?
On page 140 of volume 2. Page 140 of volume 2.
Page 140.
Yes.
Did you conduct a hearing, or did you give these individuals a fair opportunity to appear before the committee before the decision was rendered?
Yes.
Did all the members who were affected by the petition participate in that process?
They participated except...
Yes?
They all participated.
Yes?
Except the Chief of Staff, Harrison Gatobu Arias Nchambambede,
yes,
who did not respond to the summons.
Did the petition relate to only those two individuals, or there were other individuals who were also involved in that petition?
There were 12 of them.
There were 12 of them.
Yes.
All of them in the executive office of the governor, correct?
Yes.
Were all verdicts positive or negative in respect to all the 12?
All verdicts were not, some verdicts were positive, others were negative.
When you say they were positive, what do you mean?
Some of the county executive committee members were very clean. We did not have an issue, we did not find any issue with them. So...
they were acquitted, correct?
They were acquitted, yes.
So, at page 140, what is the county assembly recommending? Page 140, paragraph 14, Honorable Senators.
Paragraph 14 on page 40, that the Chief of Staff, Harrison Gatobu Arias Nchambambede, contravened section 18(1) as read together with sections 22 and 27 of the County Assembly's Powers and Privilege Act 2017 by failing to honor the summons and invitations to appear before the various assembly committees, including this joint committee, to produce evidence and respond to the allegations leveled against him in this petition.
Those are the findings, correct?
Yes.
Does he always oblige to summons, or is perpetually and notorious of ignoring the same?
He doesn't.
Again, what then do you continue to read?